Two salt on a pot.
Welcome, audience, to another great episode of Two Salts on a Pot.
Two salts, yeah. I didn't know. I thought maybe you were trying to get me to say it when you looked at me, and then I
blanked
started
on
too
the name
slow.
of our podcast for a second.
After you literally heard it in song form.
Yeah. I want to thank you all.
After 17 years. Okay.
I want to thank our audience for joining us. I want to thank you, my co-host, the Salty Boy.
The Salty Boy, Mason Jonathan, Joshua.
Yeah.
Coming at you live.
And
about a week or two later.
We are live. I'm super excited to be doing this. Thank you for coming all the way down here for this. Means a lot.
Anytime for you, the salty girl.
Well, last week we got into some fun topics, flare jeans and such, and a couple of other things.
I was very pro. You were against.
Yeah, I was very against flare jeans, as the audience will know from listening, just barely, and then immediately listening to this episode as soon as they possibly can.
We know you guys like to. The salty crew likes to binge. We all know it.
We know.
We have one episode out now, and that just came out today.
Yeah.
So we have no idea if anyone has or will ever hear it. But the salty crew lives.
Yeah, we don't have any comments on the Flare Jeans podcast yet, since that hasn't come out yet. But I did do some sleuthing yesterday, talking to someone that we know, asking if he is a fan of flare jeans, and he said he was not really a fan. So there's one against.
So yeah,
there's another dude against flare jeans.
He was male. I think this will be a pretty healthy split down the line of. Yeah.
You know, I think probably
down the line of gender.
Not that we need to go down this path again, but
Flare Jeans episode 2.
I do think there's probably, actually, I was so confident about women being pro flare jeans last time that we podcasted that I'm now thinking about it more. I think there's probably quite a split. I bet there's a lot of women who are kind of bummed that flare is coming back and still want the skinny jean or maybe like the boot cut with a mid or high rise.
Hey, let's not speak for the Lot's wives. That's the salty ladies. All you Bible fans are going to get that one.
Bring up Lot and his daughters, isn't it?
No, it's his wife who became a pillar of salt.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
All you Methodists out there know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes. Well, I was thinking that maybe we could do like a quick recap on something that came up last week, which was the topic of kudos. Because
it is time for the Greek segment of every episode we do.
Not that we need to really rehash this. I'm sure many people who listen to this podcast, I'm sure went and did a quick Google search themselves. But
the salty crew, they are just so studious. I did
learn that kudos is a Greek word, and it does mean praise.
I feel like you were more specific when you told me. Was that all?
But then also, in addition to that, I learned from someone who is older than me by probably, I would guess, 20, 25 years, maybe older than me. He was telling me that kudos was a granola bar, and that the thing was giving someone a granola bar, giving someone a kudos. That became like a well-known thing. Now, I didn't.
Who told you that?
I don't want to say who it is.
Well, you could cut it.
Oh, someone at my work.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I don't know if that's... I didn't deep dive on that. I did look up that it is a granola bar. I don't think it exists anymore. But I don't know.
Who was it, though?
You don't know this person.
Oh, it's just a random person who hangs out at a bar?
What?
Or it is a kudos bar?
Oh, yeah, because I'm always bartending?
No, because you said it's a bar. Kudos was a bar.
It was a granola bar.
Oh, where they sell granola at this bar. Okay.
It was like a breakfast bar, I think. Anyway, I'm pregnant. We're pregnant with our second child.
Not me.
I would think it's safe to say that you're pregnant with me because you have to deal with
Yeah,
me.
I'm suffering similarly, but I don't claim pregnancy.
Do you think that it's tacky to have a baby shower for a second kid? Maybe I'm adding too much by saying tacky. What do you think about having a baby shower for the second? And in the same vein, we aren't finding out whether we're having a boy or a girl.
Yeah. And they won't know either until they are of age.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. They're going to have to figure it out too. So I'm wondering what your thoughts are on when, not necessarily us, because I doubt we'll have a baby shower, but if people have a baby shower on like the second or the third.
I don't have thoughts about having a baby shower necessarily, but I do have thoughts like when we found out that you were pregnant for the second time, it didn't feel like I could tell people in the same way. It wasn't a surprise in the same way. Because when you're telling someone that you're pregnant for the first time, it's not just about the kid, but it's that you're making a transition from just a child to now a parent. Mm. So that's why I feel like it's
more momentous when it's the first. Yeah, I would agree. So
that's why I wouldn't consider, but I wouldn't begrudge anyone having a baby shower a second time, because maybe it's just to try to get some stuff that you need, which is fair.
Yeah, I think it's nice no matter what. Like if someone was going to offer to do a baby shower for us, I would totally take them up on it.
Oh, the Salty Crew, if you guys have an open venue for any kind of baby shower events, call us at 1-800-2saltsonapod.com.
.com, that's where they should call us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do think that I learned that kids need so much, well, at least in our experience, we needed so much love. Yeah. They needed so much, we needed so much less stuff. Is that the right way to say it?
Oh, for the second kid?
No, in general. Like, it was nice, all the things that we were given. We were given a lot of items. But there were lots of things that we didn't end up needing or using.
Yeah, but what did we end up not using? Like,
well, I don't want to get into what we did or didn't use. I'm saying
the Salty Crew definitely is listening,
and they know what listing
gifts
the things that maybe we didn't end up using, because someone we know who might listen to this might have given it to us. But I'm saying I made a registry for this next one preemptively, just in case anyone asks, or in case we want to be able to just use the list.
Yeah.
And there's a fraction of the stuff that I had on the last one.
Yeah, totally. Well, I mean, yeah, you get to cycle through like the clothing again, and there's a lot of things like that,
yeah.
And
But I didn't
necessary.
register for any clothes last time.
Oh,
maybe some booties or something, but
what's a booty?
little baby shoe things.
Oh, the shoes.
But people just give you clothes. Anyway, we don't have to keep talking about baby gifts. But I was thinking about
hats. Babies have hats.
Yeah, hats, onesies, pajamas,
twosies,
sleep sacks.
They do a lot of twosies. You guys know what I'm saying.
You know what I mean. I wouldn't decline a baby shower, and I've been to definitely many baby showers that were not the first kid.
But do you think it's necessary, or do you think there's less luster?
I think sometimes people call them like baby sprinkles instead of baby showers if they're the second one.
And if you're having quintuplets or something, it's a baby storm.
Here's where I feel like I do have an opinion.
That was a joke.
Sorry, I missed this joke.
Said if you get quintuplets, then you got a baby storm.
Okay, in that scenario, then I would hope to goodness that someone is going to throw someone a baby shower.
And maybe like a bigger house.
Yeah, someone's going to throw them like an extreme makeover home edition style type of scenario. Put that together.
Wow, everyone says extreme home makeover that I've noticed, but you said the correct name.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, extreme makeover home edition. Everyone says extreme home makeover because that's because
I used to watch the actual extreme makeover. And I knew about the transition
that-
to Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
That's the one that is like
All cosmetic.
And at Sears, they got like everything that you could possibly need at
That's
Sears.
good.
It's great. I love Sears.
Yeah, Ty Pennington is
Yeah.
making a comeback, I think. I've
Oh,
seen
no,
her
that
around
was
again.
the blonde chick. No, is
No,
there
that
a
was
blonde
Paige.
chick? Paige, yeah.
No, Paige isn't
I don't
blonde.
know anyone except for Ty Pennington, which is like the most prep school sounding name you could possibly have.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, what was I saying?
Well, you were saying you don't feel like it's as
I know what I was going
necessary.
to say. I was going to say, I think where I do have an opinion, because I don't care if someone wants to have it, great. If someone wants to throw someone else a baby shower for their second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever it is, great. But where and this is me because I'm the type that doesn't want to expect things, I would judge someone slightly if they expected a baby shower. On the second, third, fourth.
Yeah, I get that.
Because baby showers typically aren't thrown by yourself.
Oh,
By-
someone throws it for you?
Someone throws it for you. Yeah.
Okay, well, I feel like, we've mined
We
this for
went
it's-
that.
Or, nice job. She just dropped the phone. That was super embarrassing. You guys are so lucky it's not filmed.
Can you pick it up for me?
And now the pregnant
My pregnant belly is in the
belly
way.
is in the way. Just kidding. It was a normal slip.
All right. Something we both love. Celebrities.
Ooh.
Who is your celebrity crush?
Taylor Kitsch.
Taylor Lautner? Oh,
Taylor
Kitsch.
Lautner. Any Taylor.
Yeah. Were
No,
you Team Edward
Is
or
Taylor
team...
Kitsch? He's the Friday Night Lights guy, right?
Taylor Kitsch is the one from... Isn't Taylor Kitsch... Wait, who? I don't know who the Friday
Are
Night
you
Lights
thinking
guy is.
of Ghost Wolf Times or whatever that show was? Terminal List.
Yeah.
He's from Friday Night Lights.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah, no, I don't have any male crushes, but yeah,
I didn't
that's just
say
a
same
random
sex.
name.
You're the one that said you.
No, because just Taylor Kitsch felt like a funny random name to say.
We had a discussion a little while ago. We were talking about celebrity status. If someone is a celebrity, like basically how much pressure they must have to live under at all times, basically, especially if you're at the level of like a Taylor Swift or the others.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim K, yeah. And like just the amount of pressure that you must have to be under. And we were talking also about like the trade-off.
Well, how about this? Let's frame it as a question. Do you think in your heart of hearts, you would want to be a celebrity?
No.
Okay, we covered that. So.
So we could put that to rest.
No, but why not? What would be the reason you would?
You're the one that asked a yes or no question.
Yeah, and then proceed.
Well, what do you think? Do you think yes or no first?
No, I wouldn't
just a
want
yes
to be. No, well, I'm thinking why? I'm thinking like
Yeah, yes or no. You think no. I think no. The reason why I think no is that it wouldn't be worth it. The amount of scrutiny that you'd be under, your life, I don't think would really be your own. The level of pressure that you'd be under, I think, to constantly maintain a certain lifestyle because of the amount of visibility you have on your life, I think you'd end up in, like a little bit of a trapped spot.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just, being a celebrity, it just feels like I feel nervous enough just thinking that like people I know could be at the store and see like me getting junk food or like the liquor store or something like that. And yeah, so just imagining most of the world knowing you must be a ton of pressure. And they're not like a company celebrities. They're like a product. They're an image that's sold. So you kind of have to, it seems like you have to be a specific image. But yeah, like we're talking about, like, I'm so happy for, who's the football guy?
Oh,
I don't watch a lot of football.
Travis Kelce
and Taylor
T.
Swift. Yeah, where I'm like, I don't want to doubt their perfect love and whatnot, but part of me is like, so who's the PR team who is like, this is going to drive up the numbers on the Chiefs,
On the
it's the Chiefs gate is going to go crazy, and Taylor Swift's concerts are we're going to be able to raise ticket prices because everyone's going to freak out about it. They're going to get a whole new crew of Swifties. It's going to be all these people that are super into football. It's going to be all these there's
dads.
so much crossover.
Definitely, there's going to be.
Yeah, because the last time I was watching a Chiefs game, which I just said I don't really watch football, so the last time I was watching the Chiefs game, I was looking at when they're doing the crowd cam, and I saw Taylor Swift, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to start listening to whoever that blonde lady's music is, probably.
Yeah, it was good. That was the hook, was just seeing a celebrity there at the show. Yeah.
I don't even know I know a Taylor Swift song from 10 years ago, maybe more than that. It might be, I haven't heard a song of hers in many years. But I'm young.
I'm hip. I'm with it. Do you think that that fame or celebrity comes because someone made a specific sacrifice, so it's like a trade-off? Or do you think that people can be just thrust into that level of celebrity and then most likely sacrifice, if they are wanting to maintain that lifestyle, is going to be made regardless? Well,
it feels like, we've talked about this before, but it feels like lightning in a bottle, where when someone gets famous, there's usually talent involved as well as timing and luck and like a hole in the market. But like we were talking about, like a TV show or something, if you have an actor on a TV show and they're paid millions of dollars, they're paid because their face is associated with the brand. And the brand might fall apart if their particular face, leaves.
Yeah.
It's not really that they're millions of dollars of talent. It's that, well, this person, they're going to leave our show taking down all this money we're making from the show from it by ruining the cast. So we should offer them lots of millions of dollars because their face is the one that people have seen before. Mm-hmm. But like, what's a show people really like? Okay, like Friends. Oh yeah, The Office. Well, actually,
you pick Friends, a show that neither of us really watch.
Well, it's easier to say because I'm gonna denigrate it a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I'm going to just talk about that
Friends, that's
piece
fine.
of garbage Matthew. No, just kidding. No. I'm just kidding. No. I'm saying, okay, for instance, there's a lot about that show that's like timing and cool things. You could have had someone else besides Jennifer Aniston in that show and a different haircut.
That's really funny.
And maybe people would. Well, I've heard of that. I am hip. I know the 90s. It's called a Rachel. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm saying her haircut. No, it's not about her haircut. It's about her face. If there was a different actress in that role, maybe it would have taken off the exact same way, and then just someone else would have the fame and money and the stuff with the contract. I'm sure Jennifer Aniston has a lot of talent and skill, but it's specifically because she's tied to that brand that she gets paid millions, and they don't want to compromise the brand. And no one else. We're a couple of years from face swapping AI. Mm-hmm. Because I'm just saying that's when we think of the actors being way overpaid, it's usually just because of that, because their specific face, no one else can have their face except for them. So you got to pay them a lot of money to keep their one and only face around. It's not. So I don't think they're overpaid, is what I'm actually saying. It makes perfect sense. Right. Sorry, that's random.
That was random because I was asking about if it's related to like a
that's what it is in response,
or like maybe a moral compromising, or maybe just compromising in general.
Yeah, that's what I was answering.
To get ahead.
That's what I was answering. Sorry, yeah, because I'm sure that people can do shady things, but I would think that a lot of them, it's just they happen to be attached to a really popular brand.
Right place, time.
Yeah, right place, right time, and so therefore
and
they're
right
like,
talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying that's usually where I think it comes from. It could be Gwyneth Charleston's and could be instead of Jennifer
That's the
Aniston.
next big.
Yeah. It could be her. Because there's no shortage of like talented people in the world.
Yeah. Well, and if you start hearing about like the number of pilots and stuff like that, like show pilots that don't make it and things like that, thinking about
Totally
all these shows that people probably think are going to happen or hope that they're going to happen, and then they don't, and how many talented people probably work on those things and it never goes anywhere.
Yeah, and how many of those pilots, if they actually got to the air, they could have done well, but one person was like, nah, I don't like it because that guy's got a mustache in the show and I don't like mustaches.
They got really nitpicky. Would you, so I think we both established neither of us would want to be a celebrity.
Yeah, no, I don't want my face to be worth $15 million.
About money? Would you want like a massive amount of money? Maybe you don't have fame. Maybe you're like maybe you're known very well in certain circles, but like, you know, these established families that have probably had wealth for generations that probably most people wouldn't know their name, but having a ton of money.
Like the opposite of Cheers. Nobody knows their name.
I don't know that reference.
Where everybody knows your name. Yeah, that's
sorry,
such an old reference. I'm sorry.
Probably.
No one knows what I'm talking about. For all of our octogenarians listening in, I hope you appreciate it.
Octogenarians?
I'm just kidding.
I don't think so.
It's people in their 60s at least, right? Maybe
yeah,
older.
Wouldn't that be like...
Hexagenarian?
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, yeah, ask your question.
I did. You just decided to make a joke.
Here's my answer. I would take the third. No, I don't think I'd want to be rich either. It's easy to say you wouldn't, but rich people tend not to be happy, actually. No, rich people, like I've told you about this before, my thought of like Netflix and streaming services have taken a lot of the joy out of watching things because you have so many options. So it doesn't feel special. Like, remember when we were growing up, going to the theater to see a movie that you like maybe had waited a couple years to come out?
Movie phone.
Yeah, I didn't. I never did that.
Yeah.
You have to explain to me what that is. But like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, you know, a Marvel movie before there was like 96 Marvel products, you know, every year before there was so much Star Wars, you know, it was special to do that. And Netflix and, you know, Paramount Plus, everyone's favorite. Oh yeah, we're sponsored by Paramount Plus. No. Before that, it was a joy to do that. But when you can just pick from 1,000 different things, you don't really enjoy it in the same way. And my theory is that when you're really rich, everything in the world becomes your Netflix. And then all of a sudden you don't really, you know, you don't enjoy things the same. Yeah. Because you're just like, oh, should I get another Bugatti? I've already got 3. Yeah. You know, but I get, what the hell? Or heck. But yeah, what do you think about it? What are your thoughts and you said massive amounts of money, so that's what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking
what are your thoughts?
Extravagant wealth, not necessarily like 50,000 a year.
Yeah, well, what are your thoughts? What do you see in it, or what would you not want to go with it for?
I think that I don't know what this would feel like, but similar to celebrity, I do think that having a level of wealth that's at a certain level, and I don't know what that level is. I'm guessing when you're at the point where you never have to think or worry about money is my guess. Like, you don't have to worry about how am I going to pay for X, Y, Z.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Then I wonder, once you're at that level, I do wonder if there is a level of, I keep saying level.
There's so many levels to this.
I wonder, and I would think that you'd be trapped. You'd be so tied to this amount of excess that you have, or this certain lifestyle that you have, that then you couldn't not have it. Not because of your maybe because of
You're
your
saying
preferences, but
you couldn't go without it, you mean?
I'm not even necessarily saying because you've become addicted to caviar and you have to have it at every meal. I'm thinking more of the thing of maybe being trapped in something. Like, we've got a mortgage and I can feel trapped sometimes, and our mortgage is nothing compared to, whatever, I don't know, whatever super rich people have, some sort of yacht. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were saying what kind of mortgage they have. I'm like, I don't think they have a lot of mortgages. Maybe they do.
They probably don't.
Yeah, I guess. No,
But
if they've got like a $150 million house, maybe they do actually have.
I have no idea if rich people take out mortgages. I don't know. But I'm just thinking.
Kim K, if you could message it.
If you could let us know, provide some information on that note. No, I'm just thinking that I think you would get trapped. I think you would be stuck. There'd be a level, like, I feel like when you're at that point where you have so much money, so many things are in investments, they're tied up with other things, your money is just floating around, your net worth is massive, and I don't know how much of it is liquid when people are at that level of extravagance or excess, but I wonder if you'd be so stuck. You almost couldn't not be wealthy.
Another good point. I feel like that just adds to my feelings.
And I don't know.
Thinking of that too is like,
I hope a rich person tells me.
Tell us how it is. But being trapped too in addition to things being boring, it feels like it has more downsides for me. But yeah. But if someone wants to send us $1 billion,
do you think that social media, specifically in relation to celebrities and fame, do you think that adds like another weird level of like scrutiny that is like almost unnecessary?
Maybe, but do you think that they actually think of it, social media, like us, or do you think it's like someone else doing it? Like they can't even post their thoughts without going through a team.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure most of them have like PR and stuff that manage their accounts and things like that. But do you think that then having you have so many people that are commenting on things that you do, so much social media access. I mean, there's people that have access to social media that could have opinions on you.
You're just saying like so many potential negative and positive things?
Yeah, like do you think that would be way harder to deal with now than maybe like 50, 60 years ago?
Yeah, totally. Well, yeah,
or
when you see
even
them,
less.
Yeah, they're like mysterious. Sorry.
Yeah.
I interrupted you. They were very mysterious celebrities, and it's probably in the last 20 years celebrities have gone from being really cool in our minds, I think the public's mind, to like, I don't want to be too rude, but like idiots. It's taken a short time, and I just feel like that's not representative of, I think, probably most people in any industry, but you just, since there's going to be enough people, like, do you remember during COVID, the people singing Imagine?
Yes.
the Imagine thing where it's people
to fall flat.
Yeah, where there's all these people singing from their mansions about like, hey guys, we're all in this together, and you're like, man, the fact that like some of your agents should have told you that people would not respond to that well.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if I think you'd have to make the decision to not care.
Or just don't read.
You'd have to make the decision to not expose yourself to it. And maybe that is a part of what could be healthy in having a PR team, but also maybe then you don't think for yourself. I was going to say, though, on the note that you brought up of almost thinking like going from celebrities are like godlike or, super revered to now it's like, nah, who cares? They're all celebrities. Anyone can be a celebrity. I do notice that it does feel way more attainable to become famous.
Well,
now.
yeah, everyone wants to.
Like influencers, for
Yeah.
example. You can be Instagram famous. You can be YouTube famous. You can be, there's so many.
But it doesn't feel like anyone's like, there are people who are famous, but it feels like less now. It feels like the people that everybody knows, like meaning your grandparents will have heard of them. It feels like that's so many less people, even though there's supposed to be way more eyes on everyone. But it's like, who doesn't know who Michael Jackson is? Who's like, oh, I've never heard of that guy. Nobody thinks that, but the biggest streamer in the world, most people, there's probably so many people of our generation and all generations above who have never even heard their name before.
Who?
Isn't it? I think it's a guy named I Show Speed. Do you know that person?
I Show Speed?
Yeah. I don't even know what he
That's
does,
his
really.
first name?
No, his name is... yeah. It's
like,
I
where's
Show
he
Speed.
from?
He's from the Middle East. I Show Speed. I Show Speed. No, it's that's his handle or whatever you call
On
it.
what?
I Show Speed. I don't know.
Just like
something.
a gamer, like a streamer, that
Yeah,
type?
I don't know what he does necessarily. I think
Yeah,
he
that's what I'm
runs
saying,
really
is
fast,
that
but
you
I'm
can
saying
be-
he has
Oh,
way
he
more.
runs really fast?
Yeah. I think he's like a really athletic
So
guy.
he's
I
not
won't
even-
say what color he
So he's
is,
not
but
even
he's a
a
fast
gamer?
one. No. Or maybe he plays games. I don't know.
So streaming. Okay, so he's an athlete who streams. This is the stuff where it's like people can become famous
No,
in
but
such
yeah,
a
that's what I'm
niche
saying.
area and become so wealthy and well known in that niche because we're on this grand global scale that it's like mind boggling to me.
But that's what I'm saying is that like the numbers of how many people are fans of him or watch his streams probably dwarfs how many people would be watching, Johnny Carson or someone like that. But those people are way more, the people of the older generation are way more well known because there's so much more noise now.
Well, yeah, but we also have, a much higher population now.
Yeah, that's true. But that's what I'm saying is.
And we're on a global, like, it's everywhere.
I'm saying
you can
technically-
stream and you can be across the entire world.
I'm saying everything is separate microcosms now. It really feels like.
Yeah.
It's more
You kind of have to pick
separated
a lane.
microcosms. Yeah. Whereas it used to be everyone in the country would know the same people.
Right.
And that's like there's way
Yeah.
too many subgenres. So maybe it's not as bad to be famous because you might be pretty easy to not go through your life not recognized all the time. Maybe. Well, I was just thinking like something that really would suck as a celebrity, I think, that people don't take into account is that, let me ask you this. Have you ever been complimented for doing something maybe at work, maybe in real, like just regular life, and you're complimented and you feel like the person, like you don't feel like it's warranted. Like you're told you did a great job and you're like, nah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like some of that is you can doubt yourself, but another part of it is you can be like, this person probably they don't know what they're talking about, Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking as a celebrity, you have nonstop millions of people telling you you're the coolest person. And as a human, I would guess you would be like, why do these people think I'm so cool?
Yeah.
So I feel like it would be easy to start to resent the people who like you. Because you feel like they're giving you praise that you don't think is warranted or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I could understand that. I think that's a good point.
I just feel, it feels like praise isn't too good for, like encouragement and love are great for the psyche, but praise, it doesn't feel like it's all that helpful in a lot of ways. Just, you're so good. You're so great.
Yeah.
Either you get a big ego or you don't believe it anyway.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like it needs to be personalized, which generally speaking isn't just empty
Yeah.
praise. It's got to be something that's like specific because someone knows you who's sharing it with you, so that means something to you.
Totally. Yeah, that's a good way to say personalized. Yeah, because it's not personalized if someone doesn't know you. If someone loves you, in quotes, but they don't know what you're like as a real person.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You're like, their love doesn't really mean much. And I guess it would be harder to separate, but the hate of people, they also don't hate you because they don't know you.
Right.
Like when people hate celebrities, like I don't want to hate Taylor Swift or something like that. I'm not particularly a fan. But like do people hate her?
I don't know. I'm
anyway,
sure someone does.
If there's people who like do hate, like kind of angry or hateful comments, like they don't mean it for real. They don't even know the person. They don't know enough to give any kind of a good judgment. But I would guess it's kind of hard to separate that. If the news or comments are saying bad things about you, to not believe it. I don't know. What do you think?
Think about what?
Like, what do you think celebrities think about? How do you think they process people hating them or people judging them? Do you think they take it seriously, or do you think,
I don't know. I wonder if they feed if kind of everything comes through whoever like their PR team would be, and they would care more about the way that their team is responding to something, or like their people that they're working with on a regular basis, and then that would influence the way that they react to things.
So you think they think more business-like about it?
Maybe. I would guess, especially if they're in a creative environment, no. I would bet lots of actors and stuff just probably are told what to do by people that maybe are their agents or their PR firm or whatever it is. I would guess that it just depends on who is surrounding them.
Yeah. Yeah, gosh, that would be crazy, too, to have probably 100 people. I don't know how many people they have, but like you're talking about the people surrounding them. They could have like 100 people whose living depends on that one person's career. And
yeah, talk about
that's
pressure.
Crazy pressure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I feel like we should all be grateful that we're, like, in a way that we're not famous.
Yeah, I agree. I think fame would come with a lot of, for me as a woman, I think it would come with a ton of anxiety around safety and thinking of like who might accidentally or somehow get my information, who could like come to my house. Like,
oh yeah. Well, it'd be scary as a man
stalking
too.
Me. I mean, I'm sure it'd be scary.
No, I'm saying it's even scary
too,
as a man. So being a woman, it seems like it'd be that much more. Safety would be a concern.
Yeah. Yeah, I would think about that. I mean, it makes sense why there's so many people so many celebrities that you would see who'd have like entourages with them all the time.
Well, and a lot of people, we're talking about like, statistically, it just seems like being super rich and famous isn't always helpful for your psyche. Is there's so many people you hear about drug problems and, alcohol and stuff. And obviously regular people of regular fame deal with that kind of stuff all the time, but it does seem to be higher than usual.
Higher, ratios.
Yeah, like if you had how many people in your life do you feel like you've known about them specifically having alcoholism or a drug problem? Like,
not that many.
What, 2% of people you know? But yeah, you could see 100% of celebrities and they say, oh, I went through this and I went to rehab, or, I had a...
Sure.
And it wouldn't be surprising.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I wonder what also the percentage or ratio is of someone who's famous, who gets famous later in life versus earlier in life.
Oh,
or
yeah, that'd be terrible
has
as a
family
kid.
Or doesn't have a family and all those types of things. I'm sure that would be so difficult to have to navigate that alone. And definitely, as a kid, I think of like Justin Bieber, and I feel like I don't know anything about his story really. Like I haven't ever researched his story. I know things secondhand through other people, but I would imagine getting that famous, blowing up that much so early, like, and if he is going through something right now, I mean, that's not surprising.
No, I mean, good luck to him. I feel guilty about being like I don't like his music. His hair's dumb. As a 13-year-old, he sucks. But like everyone in my generation, I feel like went through that. And I'm like, that's
Probably the boys.
No, yeah. Sorry, all the
all the guys. That you knew,
yeah.
Probably.
No, because I don't know. I was a teenager when he was kind of
he wasn't
rise to fame.
My generation.
Yeah. It was like slightly after, but yeah, judging that is so silly because it's like he's pushed in so many ways, and I couldn't imagine how hard it would be. But it's easy to be like, he should have different hair. No, but yeah. Speaking of. We're talking about the effects of being a young person and having this kind of level of fame. So, guys, the Salty Crew, tune in next week. We got Macaulay Culkin on to tell us all about Blank Check. Is that one of his movies?
I don't know.
Home Alone is
I've
the
only
main
seen
one.
Home Alone.
I was trying to come up with another movie that he did to make it a funny thing. But anyway. Yeah, we're going to have him. We're going to have Ariana Grande. She was a child actress.
Yeah, we got all of them joining us.
Byzuum.
Who's that?
No, they're joining us by Zoom. Who's that? Byzuum. And also Byzuum Hadukar will be joining us next week.
Byzuum is my favorite actress.
I love Byzuum. He had a Disney channel that was a channel show. Sorry, I'm messing it up. Disney Channel show that was about racing. It was called Byzoomin' By.
Yeah, I can't wait to ask them all about their experiences.
He was a famous race car kid.
Yeah.
Who also had a dual identity as a regular high school kid, Chad.
Chad.
And he had to hide. It was the best of both worlds, though.
Well, I'm glad we got to talk about flare jeans again at the beginning. I thought that was good. It's always good to talk about flare jeans.
Are we going to relitigate that?
We're definitely, as soon as we possibly can, we need to have someone else on the podcast to talk about flare jeans.
Wait, no, let me
clarify. And I really hope someone
someone
comments or something. There's some sort of action on this.
Yes, we need an action committee in the White House to, find out the statistics. No, but just to clarify my position on that, I'm not anti flare jeans. I just don't prefer them as my top choice.
I understand. I understand that now.
And out.
We actually have several conversations about flare jeans since we recorded that podcast, which was a couple weeks ago. And
no, that's how everyone's marriage goes. Is especially first off, you talk about the kids. That's number 2. Flare jeans number 1 every time.
Yeah. I mean, the celebrity thing, we could keep talking. We could talk about that anytime. It's always interesting and a little bit, to me, it's a little bit sad to think about the lives of celebrities, generally speaking.
I agree.
That's just my personal
Oh, wait, let me add one more thing, though. Is when it comes to celebrity, I've heard with like musicians that a lot of times they would drink and do drugs just because tour life, sleeping in different places and not having a solid place is really hard to cope with. So so that's another thing that we like think that rock stars, it's like they're drunk and doing drugs all the time because it's fun. But yeah, a lot of times I've heard it's a coping strategy because of the difficulty of being in literally a different place every single day.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I think Sabrina Carpenter was on.
She is a rock star.
Like a tour, like a 1-year tour or something like that. And I was just thinking about the logistics of that. That sounds
miserable.
Absolutely awful. I would hate that. I hate being gone for more than a couple days almost at a time. I start missing home. But I also didn't grow up with that. So
she's a kid, a Disney kid or something,
that type of go environment. Yeah, I think I don't actually know. I probably shouldn't talk about it because I don't really know what she grew up doing.
We're past that generation slightly. But yeah, anyway, sorry, you can wrap.
Yeah, I think I've got some ideas for the next time we meet. When you come down to visit.
You mean when I come down, set up the mics and everything with the computer and show you?
When you show me how to set everything up for the podcast, and I'm like, yeah. Anyway, what?
Okay, why isn't it recording yet?
Yeah. And we decided that we're going to have a baby shower.
Oh, yes. I think our friend Byzuum will be.
Yeah, Byzuum just texted me actually and said that they're going to be.
Hey, Byzuum, buddy, just doing a little wave. He has got a private camera to our. Yeah, you can subscribe at byzoomlistenstopodcasts.org. He gets an early stream. No, anyway, shower, stream, sprinkles.
Yeah,
it's all really about water.
You know what? One thought that I recently had about pregnancy.
You just got a slightly sad as you thought about being pregnant.
Not that I dislike being pregnant, but there's a little bit there that's just it's a marathon to get through. But I was thinking about how it's so crazy. Social media, everything, like all the algorithms, as soon as you put into any app anywhere, like questions about pregnancy, or maybe you update a pregnancy app that you're pregnant, any of those things.
Tons of advertisements.
Yeah, I just snapped my fingers. But yeah, everything immediately switches over. All Instagram reels are maternity, pregnancy related. And I noticed it switching immediately after
That's so crazy.
I gave
That's
birth
not even
too. It was
10
like,
years
oh, I
old.
forgot that I was in this bubble for 9 months thanks to all the social media stuff I was looking at, because every other reel was a pregnancy related reel.
We can talk about this next time, but do you think men's and women's algorithms work differently?
Yeah.
No, not that we get different algorithms, but I'm saying if I was designing algorithms, we could get into this more later, but if I was designing algorithms for women, I would have them updating and completely shifting every week, every day. If for a man's algorithm, I'm like, okay, just have girls.
10 cute girls.
Yeah, just throw girls around and it wouldn't change. It wouldn't shift that much. Here's some political talks and some historical stuff.
Yeah, for women's,
here's some Lord of the Rings behind the scenes details.
For women's, it's like, let me throw in like a new weird diet phenomenon every couple of months. Okay, cottage cheese for the next 2 years, and then we'll switch over to something else. And
let's talk about that next time. Maybe we talk about our social media algorithms, the differences,
the stuff that you get.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a wrap on episode 3. Thanks for joining me, Salty Boy.
I don't even just get to be the co-host by now. I'm still a guest.
Do you not want me to thank you for joining me?
Oh, okay. Well, should I thank you then too?
Sure, you can thank me.
Well, I've had a great time. Thank you so much, Salty Girl, for being here with me and making the trip down stairs.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure as always. You can find the Salty Boy on
YouTube, TikTok, X. Is there other ones? Instagram under Salty Boy Games. That's one word. Then Spotify and any music listening. I'm Amalgamatus, which is spelled the word amalgam, which you should. It's a great word. With ATUS at the end. I botched the plugs this time.
Again.
Who cares? Fine. Amalgam with ATUS at the end. And
you should say the word.
Amalgamatus. Yeah. That's my artist name, which is, for Spotify and music and stuff. And also, I've started doing some live streams on Twitch and YouTube and Kick. I'm trying to see which ones might succeed, but yeah, Salty Boy Games there too. It's too much stuff. I'll figure it out.
No, it's good. So yeah, your Spotify persona, your artist name is Amalgamatus.
Yes.
And then the rest of your stuff is under.
It's an amalgam of styles. That's why Amalgamatus.
And then the rest of the stuff is under Salty Boy Games.
Yes, one word.
Yeah.
And where can we find you?
You can find me right here on 2 Salts on a Pod. And then you can also find me on Instagram and eventually on YouTube under Salty Girl Media.
Yeah, that's good. I now feel more sympathy when you see podcasts, especially live podcasts, when people try to do their plugs and there's lots of uhs and ums.
Yeah. But you know what? They're probably, generally speaking, if they are a celebrity, they're going on to promote something specifically. And I bet they've said it like 20 to 50 times at that point.
True.
So
they should do a good job.
Yeah.
All right. To the salty crew, keep it good, keep it salty. Make sure you always have enough spice in that life of yours.
Is salt considered a spice?
Keep those minerals in your life.
Maybe it is. I guess it is. All right. Thanks for joining us.
A boom ba.
Two salt on a pot, boom, boom.